I don't know, y'all good people. I gotta wait on my other platforms to get up. I can figure out how I'm gonna do this. Hang on, I'm running a little late. Okay. Hang on, y'all. Hopefully, y'all having some good days. Hang on. That phone about to go dead. I'm live on TikTok. Okay. Let me see. Hang on, y'all. I'm trying to get it together. Trying to get all my lives up at one time. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. Okay. Okay, that's just going to be like that. Hopefully, it can hold tough. Just like that. Y'all bear with me. Okay, hang on. Bear with me. I'm trying to get my other platforms out. A lot of power outages out here. Is that Facebook? It is. Okay. Cool. Hey, what up, y'all? Good people. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to get my stuff together here. What's going on, good people? What up, Carl? Appreciate you tapping in. If y'all want to, y'all can come on over. I'm trying to get everything together. If y'all want to, y'all definitely feel free to come on over to YouTube. This is right now. It's my Real Talk Live. I've been doing this every Sunday at 9 o'clock. We just changing it up right now. Over the last couple weeks, you don't know what I'm gonna have on. I'm gonna do my best to put that shit on. So we getting ready to get started. If you want to come on over to YouTube, I'll be able to put your comments on the screen. Okay, we're gonna dibble and dabble off into a couple things here tonight, because I am beat up and tired, and I really just got in the house not too long ago. So y'all gonna forgive me, but we'll give it a couple more seconds. Let me swig on the coffee, waiting on some other things to pop up. Like I said on the other platforms, TikTok, if you want to join the feed with the comments, feel free to come on over to One Man One More Landscaping on YouTube. If you need the link is in my bio. Okay, all my links to all my social media is in my bio, and you will see the link to go to YouTube to my page, and I'm live on there to where you can actually see the comments coming across the screen. Okay. And we about to get rid. Or you can stay on, or you can stay right where you at. You still gonna be able to see it because I'm live on one, two, three, four devices at one time. And get to some comments real quick. And then shaking on TikTok, okay. Hit that coffee one time. Oh, the Django Unchained. Hey, my man. Camping with man's best friend. Hey James. I hope you met John. Tapping in people on there. Okay, let me look up Facebook. What's going on, Mama C3? You on Facebook? And we'll go to YouTube. What's going on, man? Nothing from Carl. What's good? Okay, he's giving everybody a shout out. And y'all can see the comments on the screen because I'm doing a little bit differently. Right now, everybody can see the comments. What's going on, Stacy? And we get back to it. Okay, now I can go ahead and get the show rocking and rolling right now. So, for y'all that don't know, this is another episode of Real Talk Live, something I have been doing for I say almost a year, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 9 months or so. This is something I do where I actually have a chance to get outside of lawn care and landscaping and everyday hustle and actually get to talk about other things that's going on in the world. So that's what the Real Talk Live is all about. And today is the 25th. So this is the Real Talk of the 25th. So we get some more comments. Say it's cold. I got a pastime. Well, okay, Mama C. What's up, my boy Andrew Nichols? Okay, and I see the comments coming up the screen on the other one. Okay, cool. That makes it a whole lot better to do it like that, the way I can control it. Okay, let me see here. Let me get back to this. And we get into my vouchers, what I need to do first before we get off into the show. But in the meantime, y'all know me. I got the swig at coffee. And for those who don't know who's brand new, my name is John Crawley. With One Man, One More Landscaping. I am a guy self-made out of Nashville, Tennessee. I'm definitely putting on for the city out here. I ain't gonna even lie. And so y'all know I'm a heavy coffee drinker, okay? So if y'all want to support The one man, one more. You want to support what I'm doing? A lot of people always used to ask, what can they do to support me? What you can do is go on my website, which is scrolling across the bottom for the other ones that's tuning in on the other apps. My website is www.onemanonemorelandscaping.com. My link to my website is in all my bios across all my platforms. You can go ahead and get you one of these nice one man, one more mugs that I'm using to drink my coffee. Then this is gonna be a 2 coffee night because I'm tired, and this is really deal coffee with the special creamer, or you can get the cup with the green trim. Okay. Not only do we have the paperwork back on this so we can rightfully sell it, I also got my hats, you know, my favorite colors, black and red. So if you want to, you can go ahead and get you one of those. All proceeds will be going back to the lawn care community and what I do at the Equip Expo. And something else I'm going to be launching before the season's out about helping other landscaper companies that might have some problems and need just a helping hand. So all of them proceeds is going to go to that. Or without it, if you want to help, cool, do it that way. If not, I'm gonna do it on my own anyway. But that's enough on that one. So, and then my next sponsor that I'm gonna mention is it's going across the bottom of the screen right now, and that's Red Dog Supplies. Thank Red Dog for taking the chance on me. Actually, the first brand that got in with me, the first brand that allowed me to be myself. So that was really the one of the main stipulations on what I got in with them. My bad, TikTok. I gotta remember not to put my hand up blocking the camera. So they took a chance on me. So if y'all would please, y'all can go to reddogsupplies.com. It's running across the bottom of the screen for those who can't see it. www.reddogsupplies.com. You can use code 1M1M and receive, I forgot what the discount is. It's 10, 15, something like that. You receive a discount at your final purchase. So, and again, that's one of the companies that took a chance on me. So I'm always gonna rep them every chance I get because we all the way locked in. So, and now we're gonna go ahead and transition on to the spotlight of the week. Y'all can see it running across the bottom of my screen if you're on YouTube. Hang on. We gotta get through both of these cups of coffee because I'm like literally hurting right now on how much work we've been doing outside, and we're gonna touch bases on that a little bit later on in the show tonight, okay? But the spotlight of the week, let me see who I'm gonna give it to. Spotlight of the week. Um, golly, I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to give it to. Had to give it to my brother Darren Holmes again. I know y'all gonna get tired of mentioning that, man. Guy, we've been in the trenches working here lately together, trying to make sure that we, you know, clearing off driveways and different properties that we take care of in Nashville, and we did a real good job making sure we pre-treat. Did a good job making sure we was able to get out there and plow snow. Good job of just having some good camaraderie with a guy that we both, you know, help each other get to another level. So it's just wonderful to have people like that around you. So I'm gonna definitely go give it that special shout out to my brother Darrell Holmes, man, because I watched that guy grow from nothing, man, and it's likewise he watched me come up and do what I've been doing here lately. So, man, his hats off to him. But that's my spotlight of the week. I'm gonna give it to him because we've been out busting our ass like no other over the last since since yesterday morning when it started and we was out in the chamber. If y'all can go to my handles. Go to any one of my social media handles. You seen the footage that I filmed over the last couple of days, real time about some events and everything that was happening down here in Nashville. But we gonna touch bases in that a little bit longer in the show. Hang on, let me take another swig and we look at some comments. I want popped in hydrate, bro. You better know about that. Now, especially in the wintertime, make sure guys is still working out in the winter. You're doing any outside work. I know you're not sweating, you're not perspiring, so it's less likely for you to drink water. You are more in tune to get dehydrated in the wintertime faster than you can in the summer because in the winter it's deadly on how it sneaks up on you in the winter. You'll be working, working, working. Next thing you know, you're cramping. It's because you have not consumed a lot of water. So you definitely correct about that. I'm being in agreement with you on that. So Let me see 507. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead on to the next banner. Let me see what I have here. Okay, got the spotlight of the week. Okay, now let me see here. Oh yeah, every chance I get for the individuals that don't know, I'm gonna advertise this on every show that I possibly have. This year, 2000, this past year, 2025, at Equip Expo 2025. It happens in Louisville every year. I think it's been going on for the last 10, 15 years. I'm not really sure. But this past year, I took a chance on getting my own exhibit down at the expo because I want to do it for a certain reason. And the categories that I chose up on what I was going to be delivering in my exhibit last year, per the documentation that it was sent to me through my dashboard for exhibitors, they let me know from my categories that I've selected and online presence, I was ranked number 14. As you see the banner going across the bottom of the screen, I was ranked number 14 out of 924 exhibits. And this is just my first year going down there, just with the amount of love and outpouring I receive, just to have your exhibit, just, constantly having, that type of motion, people looking for you and things like that. It kind of let me know that the direction that I chose to go with this social media shit was actually working. You see what I'm saying? And I just tremendous honor that I was able to achieve it just in my first year of just going up. I mean, second year going, but first year having the exhibit. And give me something to reach to look forward to, see if I can get, top 10 or maybe top 5% out of the 924 exhibits up there. So man, I just can't make it up, man. It's an honor. I'm always gonna throw it up. It's bragging rights for the whole year, and I'm a numbers guy, so those are real life numbers. So it's just what it is. But I was ranked number 14 out of 924, and yeah, might have a couple of the brands shaking in their boots because I might be coming. Let me go and throw that out there. Okay, let me see, get to a couple of comments real quick. He said, yes, sir, bro. Congrats on that. Oh, man, I appreciate that, brother. Coming out of IG, let me see, Brian.J.Locklear. Appreciate that. Y'all be busy all year after this storm. Oh, man, we go touch back bases on that comment right there. Yeah, get some bourbon in that cup, boss. Yeah, I would, but like, normally I have a cocktail or two about this time of the day, but like I just been out rushing so much, I haven't had a time to just stop and make sure I can, purchase what I need. So it happens to the best, but right now coffee would be the best thing that I can possibly do. You know what I'm saying? Right now to get me through. So let me take another swig. I got me two stiff good cups of coffee tonight. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, let's go on and carry on into the show because I really want to expedite and get to talking about this storm Fern that just came through in the United States of America, and did it not wallop a punch. I've been seeing all the clippage and the footage coming up all day long about the accidents, power outages, and all that good stuff, which we're going to talk about that. But right now, we're going to go ahead and transition on into the news and the politics. And you know me, I like to hit the highlights on what's going on right now, what people are screaming about, what people are outraged about. It's right now I think we're gonna touch bases on this let me see. New killing. What happened to this? Oh yeah, the cell phone footage about this Alex Pretty, I think that's his name. Is that the gentleman that got gunned down by ICE? So I will go ahead and put that category up across the bottom of the screen on on YouTube. Okay. Let me see. I saw that most job was on fire. Okay, I appreciate that. Through them comments, gonna throw y'all up on the screen big so I can see it. Okay, it's keeping up with the real time. I appreciate all the love on there. Ben Hendricks, appreciate that. But let's go ahead and get back on topic about ICE ain't playing no games up in I think it is the same city, Minneapolis. I don't know what they have going on up there. But Minneapolis, they is really making some headline news right now. Yes, they are. So this is another ICE related shooting that took place in Minneapolis, and pretty much what's going on is that I think the gentleman Alex, I don't know what his I can't pronounce his last name. I haven't heard it pronounced, but we're gonna say Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, from what my reports have been telling me, because I haven't validated anything, but they told me that he was trying to intervene and help out somebody else that was having an ice encounter. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Alex was a registered nurse, been a nurse for a while, Caucasian male. So this is kind of, a little unheard of from a Caucasian male, having a, get gunned down by any type of law enforcement. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there. But I think he was intervening. He stepped in. There was a little tussle, altercation, transpired. I think his weapon that he had on his waistband hit the ground. I think basically, from what my report says, the ICE officers may have felt a little fear. Said gun, a couple of shots was fired. Poor Mr. Alex is dead as a doornail. And there's a lot of uproar on how this situation happened because it looked like he was trying to protect somebody. They maced him. There was 4 or 5 of them from I can looking at it on the screen. It's like 3, 4 that had him on the ground. I think might be kind of excessive. It's just really interesting, man. So ICE is definitely still applying pressure out here in the United States of America. It's just really interesting, man. Every time I actually have a chance to speak on this ICE situation, I have individuals real close to me be impacted by it, and I understand what they're doing. And I get it. There's a right way to come in the country, but I just feel like that this approach is just happening. Was not thought through all the way. I'm just being all the way honest. I really don't like, from what I'm hearing on the reports on whether detainees go, stay, the living conditions, say that's worse than any prison on the face of the United States. I wouldn't want anybody to go through that, experience that. So it's just kind of really interesting on how they doing those individuals. Go ahead and throw that out there. So that's just some of my reports. And like I said, a lot of this, I'm just throwing the news out there. You can format your own opinion, okay? It's my job to report it. That's what I like to do on this Real Talk Live. So there you have it. Let me go ahead and get to my banners. We'll see what's up next. And I think that is it. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes, man, because normally I try to stay outside of my division on what I do for a living. But since what I've been enduring over the last, I say 48 hours, 24 hours, 48, 2 days, 48 hours have been interesting. If y'all have time, the people that's viewing, because I'm getting ready to put a couple more clips up about some activities and things that caught my attention while I was riding around Nashville, Tennessee. Treating parking lots, treating driveways, plowing them, plowing walkways. It goes on and on. And a couple of things happened in Nashville regarding this situation. Like the first day, Saturday, you seen it coming. It was something dealing with the time frame on the arrival. So I say about 9 o'clock, it really started coming down pretty. It was just all snow event first. And then the following day, like later on that day, it started changing over into sleet. And I was like, okay, it's gonna be one of them. But it wasn't looking like there was supposed to be the epic storm, like regarding the snow affecting Nashville, Middle Tennessee. But what happened is it started sleeting real steady. Then this is why it took a turn of events down here in Nashville, Tennessee. This is what happened. It started raining. I'm talking about rain, like no ice, sleet. It started raining, real raindrops when it was like 22 to 24 degrees outside, which to me is unheard of. I'm talking about raining to where with it being that cold, all of a sudden everything it touches and had a chance to dry was going to turn into a sheet of ice. So that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people are seeing all this ice in Nashville. Like this is an icing that really has not been seen with the Nashville or Middle Tennessee that I can remember. The only one that I can really remember was like maybe 96 or 95 when the horrific storm came through Nashville. And this one here, it does not top that one because that one was devastating because we didn't have the right infrastructure to handle what transpired then. But this one that came through over the last couple of days with Winter Storm Fern has been horrific because it got warm again today, but it was so cold last night. Every tree in Nashville, Tennessee, and in Middle Tennessee is actually it's using every piece of energy and might that it has just to stay up off the ground. I'm telling you, like, there's whole sides of town here in Nashville, Tennessee right now that does not have any power. Like, whole, and I know we're not the only city that's impacted by this, but like, there are so many tree limbs down on roads, main roads. The poor evergreens, brass for pear trees, hackberry trees, any tree that you could think of has at least maybe 3 or 4 pounds extra pounds of ice that's just on it. For real. Power lines, ice is just coming down off the power line this thick in Nashville right now. There's black ice everywhere. So when we cruised through the city today and we saw all of the obstacles and everything that was happening, like tree limbs, people doing donuts, the doom buggies was out. Man, it was just really just interesting. But I'm a now regarding that story, I'm gonna go somewhere with this. Well, safety is everything because this is some record breaking cold that's getting ready to come through off of this storm. Okay. This storm has generated so many like horrible moments for people. Like on the front end on how bad it can get because and I'm gonna describe a couple stories regarding that matter. Okay, during a storm like this when you lose power, okay. Not only are you dealing with the cold, the elements, you losing heat, and then there's also another silent killer. What'll happen is when you can't keep your water running when something like this happens. If you can't keep the faucet running and it's 12 degrees, 9 degrees outside, you run a significant risk of having some busted pipes. That's a whole nother situation, and you won't even know that's even burst until your property gets heat again and it unthaws, and then you find out really how bad the situation can really get. So you have that on the back end that's going to be some money for somebody to be made. Sorry to say, and then you also have to realize that there's an abundance of limbs that's on the ground right now outside. I'm talking an abundance of tree limbs that's going to have to get moved, picked up. A lot of guys that I know to do landscape and lawn maintenance during this time of the year. If you're anything like me from the past, I did not have a lot of consistent work to do during this time of the year. It took me to keep working on myself, to keep diversifying myself, to actually to where I kept going up against the grain. I was able to, either find work to do for myself or like I like to say, you can link up with some other people and help them make some money. That way you will always have some money in your pocket. So and that's one thing that I always recommend too. But this fern, the after effect is gonna be like a real lucrative for people who trying to, go out and make some money and assist somebody, cleaning up all this down debris that's really happening. So, and I'm just really just not looking forward to getting up to going out there to check again on the properties that I'm, maintaining because I'm supposed to be obligated to go plow street for a common area that I take care of. But this is the thing, it's a sheet of ice out there right now. I'm talking about a complete sheet of ice, praying to get up to at least in the mid 20s, maybe with sunshine, it might start to activate the treatment. But it's looking like I might have to put that off to Tuesday to actually get the pile of ice moved off the street. But we'll see how it goes. We'll get to a couple of comments so I can really see them pull it up. They said your story is very inspiring. How do you service over 100 properties alone? Do you exclusively service smaller yards? Asking for insight and guidance. Okay, let me answer that question. Now, I maxed out. I was always had somebody assisting me in the background. I've it's rarely that I've made the most I've maintained by myself, and I know I had a lot of them on a bi-weekly schedule Well, I can't say I did maintain 115 yards by myself, but they was bi-weekly. So one week I cut 50 some, next week I cut 50 some. And basically, bro, you just gotta really turn into that. Like that's days you go be out there sun up to sundown. If you go get to something like that, until you can honestly just find some legitimate help there to keep coming back to work and won't be scared of a little hard work. So once you get that, you can easily maintain it. Some small yards, some big yards. It's just I've never turned away an opportunity, so I feel like I can cut any damn thing. Now, how long it take me is another situation there, but I mean, I have all size yards, brother. It's just if you want it bad enough, you will make it happen and you'll figure it out. So I maxed out 115 by myself. They were bi-weekly, but if they was all weekly and it was easy to mow, quick mows, I probably could do about 70 something by myself. I won't have no life, maybe 80 by myself, depending on the size. But since I done took on this 15-acre property, I don't think I will be able to nowhere near handle that many and that property every week. That's gonna be insane. And I'm gonna have help, but we'll figure that out. So answering that question. Cold blood, they taking advantage of folks for real. Oh yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna throw that out there also about like this winter storm firm because okay, in the beginning stages, it's rough for people. You lose power, you lose heat. That means you lose heat. You can't cook. Your food might perish. Just throwing things out there to you. And then on the backside of it, then you have individuals that business owners that's in landscaping, lawn maintenance, or any type of service industry, maybe plumbing. You're gonna have an abundance of work because this storm came through, and you're gonna have to help people out. Now, for the individuals that's being impacted by this storm, okay, a person just mentioned it that you have to be mindful of scams coming through. People saying they go come do you like this, they go help you out. You gotta be real mindful that people's misery is an opportunity for somebody to take advantage of you. You always got to keep that in the back of your head. Because I know individuals personally that, they make a killing trying to take advantage of somebody. It's just what they do. I know lawn care personnel that literally take advantage of people just because they don't know. Any industry, plumbers take advantage of people if they don't know. So you just got to be mindful of that for the individuals that you're impacted by it, for the individuals that have business that can relieve somebody's stress, and unfortunately, the scammers and shit look for opportunities such as this as well. So this storm is really horrific. Now that's just south of the United States, midway of the United States. We have predominantly light snow, a shitload of ice. Uh, Dallas, all of them, states not used to it, man. It's crippled down there right now. So, and then you had the northern tier of the country. I've been looking at reports, seeing footage on how they receiving 8, 10, 12, up to 15 inches of snow. It has fallen up there or it's still about to fall. So from what I have noticed from this winter storm firm, I'd rather have the powdery snowfall than what's going on down here any day with this ice. Because anybody that knows anything about Nashville, Tennessee, this city is hilly as hell. And there's an art to driving in ice. Okay, when you approaching the bottom of the hill and you see it's a light right there, that's just the most dangerous situation you could possibly have, especially if you have a vehicle that's front wheel drive or rear wheel drive and you have to make it up a hill at a dead stop. That's where the catastrophes have been happening. And individuals out here with high profile vehicles that is rear wheel drive and really don't have it's really hard to really to maneuver with a rear wheel drive and you probably can do it if it wasn't so many people on the road that's going to slow your momentum down going up a hill. You probably can do it, but in Nashville we have so many cautious, extremely cautious drivers that's actually log jamming the streets of Nashville right now. And it's nothing against them because they scared to death. But damn, man, they is literally fucking up for the individuals who actually know how to maneuver in it. So I'm gonna throw that out there what I've seen with this storm firsthand. And just to get out there and still have motion to be able to work and everything, it's everything. For real. So I know this storm is gonna be across all headlines for the next probably for the rest of this week, really. The children are out of school in Nashville and across the United States until I think Wednesday or Thursday to see what happens. So, man, it's just interesting. Whew, I'll be cool in Nashville if this is the last of the Mohicans regarding this shit, but I just know for a fact we might get one or two more. So, that's just what it is. Let me take another swig of this coffee. I'm trying to hang in here, y'all, but I'm tired. My body is hurting. And I'm gonna give another shout out to the landscapers and properties management companies that live up north that has to deal with this type of weather every winter on a consistent basis. Like every time that I deal with it, this is a special hats off to y'all, man, because woo, it's okay when you're plowing, it's okay, but when you have to get out the truck and go, you know, old school method, which are, a nice snow shovel, or if you could buy one of the nice, extended joints to where you can push it across the ground. That's where the rubber meets the road right there. It's when you're doing it like that for real. And you having to spread some salt, like that's when the rubber meets the road, I'm telling you. And those elements out there ain't no joke. To be in and out of the truck, walking, sweating, it's cold as hell. Like, damn, that's some rough stuff. Now, I can only talk about this stuff because I'm really going through it down here right now in Nashville. But trying to see what I can get y'all to go off on, man. Just real quick because I'm not finna be on here too much longer. Just I'm tired, I'm beat up, and I just had to make sure I be consistent and I'll be more prepared next week. But this winter storm Fern has literally uh taking its toll. So I'm dead serious. But let me see what I can get y'all right now. Let me take another swig of this coffee. Hang on. I'm gonna get y'all something. This is what I got for you. Along your journey in life, I can only speak on myself. You will go through periods of your life, especially when you're trying to build something, that you go question if you're making the right decision. You go question should you continue to keep going, or should you resort back and just continue to have your 9 to 5. When you come to that situation in life the way you questioning something, I feel like that's the making or breaking the point for yourself. If I can make one recommendation to everybody, it's when you come to that moment in your life, pick yourself. Pick yourself. That to me was the turning point for me. Is when I picked myself. And it was real tricky for my situation because I did work a 9 to 5. I always had my lawn care landscaping company going on the side. And that's what I recommend a lot of individuals that actually still work and you have dreams and desires to start your own business. Start it while you are at your 9 to 5. Start it there. And my recommendation, just get used to losing sleep. For real. Work that 9 to 5 for 8 hours and get off and put 3 or 4 hours into yourself. Just keep losing sleep, losing sleep. You might as well go on and get used to it because when you get out on your own, you finna really see that it's really, you're gonna lose a shitload of sleep. So do that first, and then when you come to that crossroad to where you got to make the decision, pick yourself or pick the 9 to 5. They might have the benefits for you. You might have your retirement. You might have jobs to security that the money's coming in consistently. But when you come to that crossroad, pick yourself and go down that road for real. And then when you down that road and you come up with you come up at another crossroad to where like you're making mistakes within your business. Take them as stripes, man, and don't get so hard on yourself. Just figure it out. For real. I'm dead serious. Just grit down and just fucking figure it out. And just keep going no matter what. Just keep going. Because you're only working on your experience in life. I can't make this shit up. That's what I did. Not realizing what I was doing, but I made sure I just stayed at it and being consistent with it. even though I was going through hell with equipment, stuff not going right, just anything that could possibly happen, the shit just went fucking left. For real. Can't make it up. Not knowing what I was doing, I wasn't a quitter and I never gave up. I just kept going. Then I kept figuring it out, not making the same mistakes twice. And I picked myself. And then voila, I get to write down to where like I can make my own price on what I want to charge because I'm just that damn good. And finally start understanding myself. Self-confidence is everything. People can tell you all day long that you should charge this, you should charge that. But it's a self-confidence thing that you're going to have to work on yourself to realize your worth. And you got to know that you really like it in your field that you're working. It's a fine line between cocky and being humble. But if you don't believe in yourself that you one of the best, how can you expect your customer to believe that you one of the best? That's all that I'm saying. If you're not confident in yourself, how can you expect other people to be confident within you? Ask yourself that for real. That's some real shit right there. How can you expect for people to lead and you can't even show what confidence even really look like? You don't even really trust how you even talk. You don't really trust how you even think. But yet, individuals like that seem to have a lot of pull in the world because of their mentalities. It's just what I've went through. You know what I'm saying? But since I have really sit down and understand who I was as a person, it'll take an act of God for somebody to try to curb my self-esteem about myself and make me feel like that I ain't doing my damn thing when they don't know how hard it took me to get here. I never let a human being curve my confidence. I don't give a fuck who they is. Because I do know that they have to put their pants leg on one leg at a time. They might be ahead of me right now, but what's going to happen when I find out what their knowledge is on how they got there? What my mindset and how hard I work and how I know what consistency is all about. Why am I not going to leapfrog? You see what I'm saying? Why am I not going to do it? The individuals that has the company with the 10, 15 trucks on the road. Why would I not be able to get to their level 2? I just know it's going to take time. So I will never let nobody try to discredit me or deter me when I know what it is. Now, one of the things that gave me my confidence is when I know my business really put me in a different position, a different threshold than a lot of ordinary people. And I never forget where I came from and how hard it will be for you to make that leap of faith. And to actually really just truly just believe in your damn self. Not nobody else believing in yourself for you. You actually believe in yourself more than anybody can ever tell you. You believe in yourself. That takes really getting to know who you are as a person. I can't make this shit up. This ain't for your significant other to do. This ain't for your mom, your parents to do. This ain't for your boyfriend, girl, however you want to call it. This ain't for none of them to know who you are and about your confidence. That's strictly on you. You can't really point the finger at nobody else on how you believe in yourself. Because you allowed the shit to go down. And if I can tell y'all that, I'll leave y'all alone on that. And that's some real gems that I just dropped right there. And I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But I do know, bro, can't nobody fucking play me hot dog like I didn't do my thing. And can't nobody say that I tried to one-up or backstab nobody really. Prove to me, show me, tell me how that I didn't give my 10, 100% of myself towards any situation. Can't nobody prove me otherwise. That I didn't do more for them than they ever did for me. Show me. Everybody, they know who I am, the ones that I've helped out in my past. I would like, would love one of them tell me Crowley was on some bullshit, he was conniving, did this, and the third. Prove it. How? Tell me, please. Show me. And I know I done did more for you than whatever situation you took left. It's just me personally. Now, do I throw stuff up like that? I do not. And it's just I just embrace my weirdness. I just make sure I do more for others than I know they'll do for me. That way to make it easy for when I'm finally wake up and get tired of them and I cut their ass off, I won't even feel bad about it. For real. That's just me personally. So, and make sure you get your cutoff game intact immediately. If I can make a recommendation, be able to cut off people that's even close to you, you never thought in the world you could be able to cut off. Get used to cutting them off. That's gonna be the real test. Now, none of these people you just meet on the street. Now, I'm talking about somebody that's been around you for a long time. Slice them off because they never been good for you in the first place. That'll get your cutoff game real serious, for real. And everybody can be an example. You can make anybody an example with your cutoff game if it will better you as a person. Can't make it up. When my cutoff game got serious, then there you have it. Things start changing because you know you don't have to deal with nobody else's bullshit no more unless you want to. Or you can just cut them off and it's over with. You don't have to deal with anything no more. I hear all the complaints, the people complaining about, they hang around and all this shit. Just cut them off, bro. Like you would do more good for yourself instead of keep on talking about the negativity that an individual brings. It's just some stuff that I went through in my life just without summing up actual stories to tell y'all that I know the shit works. But I do know it all starts with you on how you believe in yourself. And one thing that hurt me, I used the things that happened to me in the past as a weakness, not looking at it as a strength. Like for any of the petty charges that I got when I was younger to, you know, decisions that I make towards, you know, jumping into marriage and going through bankruptcy and all of this shit that I had to endure to really work on my strength to find out who I was as a person until I finally realized it. And then when I did, then voila, I put myself in that camera in front of y'all because I knew who I was as a person and what I was and what I go deal with. It's just how it happened. Hey, but I appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. We'll call it a wrap because my coffee starting to get lukewarm. And you know, they ain't no good right there. We're going to take some more swigs out of the green cup. And I appreciate y'all tapping in. Let me put my other banner up across the bottom for the individuals that, where is it at? That I got it running across the screen on YouTube for the individuals looking for my platforms and everything. On what you can find me on, I got it running across IG. Everybody knows it's CC Crawler Kid. Facebook, look me up as my name, John Crawler. I will pop up. Be on TikTok, look me up at One Man One More Landscaping. I'm on TikTok. I'm not sure what's going on my TikTok because they have froze me right now. On the last 3 videos I put up, they just froze them. I don't know what's going on. But things tend to happen to me like that. I'm just honest now. I'm used to it, man. Like, I stay getting hit with a little razzle-dazzle when it come on these social networks. It's just my approach that I take. Just something about it just makes them enter and makes them hit buttons. That's all I'm gonna say. And I was like, damn, let me live, please. But yeah, it's all fun. And those are my social media handles down below. So like I said, I appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. We go shut this one down exactly maybe 17 minutes early because normally I like to go to at least 10 o'clock. I need to get in this bed. My body is broken. This snow, just being up, sweating, drying off, salt on your hands, little salt on your face. It's going down. Slip or fall or two. Let you know it's really like it outside. It's it's been really interesting. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Also be sure to tap in for Wednesday 8:30. The LNL podcast is going down this Wednesday 8:30. I have 2 more special guests that I will disclose who they will be the day of the show. So just in case, I always wait till the day of the show, but just in case somebody might want to bag out, we got to be able to make a substitution immediately. Because I know things come up in people's life. We can't let one individual, you know, kind of throw a little damper in that show because y'all know we're going to have some damn fun on Wednesday where we get to talk to different people in the lawn care landscape community so they can share their real life experiences, how they would naturally share if they was on the phone talking to Crawler Kid for real. But I appreciate y'all. We get out of here one platform at a time. Okay, TikTok has the lowest. They froze mines too. Ready said Mo soccer. Hey, bro, I'm talking about I froze. I put up the clips, bro. It's been stuck on zero forever, and I was like, that's crazy. It's unheard of. So, but it happens to the best of us. I ain't even mad at them, man, bro. I appreciate you for tapping in. We're gonna end that one, and let's see which one's the lowest. It is IG. Wow. Okay, IG. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Y'all stay with me later on. We're gonna put up some more clippage about this Nashville weather. Give y'all some more good chuckle on how it was seen at Crawler Kids' eyes for real. So we get up off of there and we share. Okay, Facebook. I see you, Mama Sister. Papa get some rest. I care, but I know you do, Mama. I know you do. Hold on, put this. Real talk live. I'm getting out of feeds one at a time, but I got to put the titles up because once it's over, I'm gonna take off this top of towel, and I gotta get ready to get in this bed. Okay, let me see it. Facebook. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Thanks for sharing with us, man. Oh, it's Anytime Brandon Lawn Maintenance. I'm gonna keep it 100, $150. I have no reason to lie. Be myself, how I naturally are. If you run into me in real life, that's my approach on the social media. So that way I don't have to worry about a damn thing coming up over my head. He said this. You remember the video? I sure the hell did say it, and I'm gonna double down that I said it. You feel me? But I appreciate y'all tapping in, Facebook. And y'all stay with me if y'all want to still be on here for a little while. Just come on over to YouTube. So, and like I said, appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all stay tuned for the extra footage I'm gonna put up today. And wow, okay, YouTube, we did it. And I didn't feel like doing this tonight. I promise. I'm tired. I'm broke down. But you know what happens is when you turn into something and you realize you have to do something till you die. How that level of consistency that you have to have in anything you touch. It don't matter if you don't feel like doing it. You can sacrifice an hour of your time. What would you be doing with an hour of nothing but scrolling on your phone? Why not keep up something that you started? Regardless on something that happened. Like the guys that I spoke to online earlier knew that if something happened while I was still out working, guess what? The live would have been in the truck where I was at. I would have been like, yeah, show gotta go on. Cause this is real life, things come up. Shit gotta happen, it's gotta go on. So like I said, that level of being consistent in whatever you touch, you're gonna be battle tested in it. Things are gonna come up in your life, it's gonna test you from being consistent. Now, some things happen, it's out of your control, you can't make it. Some things do happen. I get people like at a pass, but you know. But there's also room, there's individuals that the same shit happened to them, that it happened to other people, and they still fucking show up. Them different level of monsters right there. Them people like that is who I look up to. I'm talking about them monsters like it don't matter. What's going on? You a machine. You turned into something. Shit going left. You still getting up. You still at it. Them the different type of level of monsters, and they go get to their destination. It's just a matter of how long it's gonna take them to get there. But they always go get there. And I'm gonna leave you alone at that. YouTube, appreciate the love. Appreciate y'all tapping in with me on this Sunday night. Y'all stay with me till Wednesday. And you know it's gonna be another movie, man. I gotta get the footage up from last week's show, but y'all stay with me later on. I'm out. And we're gonna end the live.